All right, welcome everybody. Here we go. This is it. We are down to the final days of season 5, right? This is probably actually the last day that I'll be streaming season 5 because tomorrow we're going to start to stream probably about an hour later, and we're going to be doing that brand new, we'll be debuting the new game Legacy Steel and Sorcery alpha version. We are going to have some Steam keys to give to some of you that you guys want to play it as well. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. Today we're going to concentrate again. This is, again, like I said, probably the last day we'll be streaming season 5. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens on Monday if I decide to do this or the new game Legacy. Anyway, so today what we're going to do is we are going to keep running people through stuff. I think we're probably going to start at Lord Zir. That's where I'm at now. Although I was thinking about doing a T7 real fast. Just I know that some of you people need some Neotherin. I thought I might be able to do that, but I think first, there's a guy right now buying Zir runs on trade. If you only knew that that's where I'm at and able to do these now. Anyway, so yeah, if you want to come in, you come in now. Request to join party. And we will get this ball rolling. What's up, Spartan? Good to see you. I am going to go ahead and head to Zir right now. So Zir is, in my opinion, probably the easiest boss in the game, I think, or very near the easiest. Good morning, good morning. I got to level 50 last night. That's thanks to some clan members. Good job, Spartan. Awesome. See, it's fast, right? It's fast. You get a little bit of help and you can push through it pretty quickly. Yeah, my druid build rocks. I love my druid build. But as far as am I ready for the 7th? Well, we'll see. I hope, because I don't know. I didn't like the PTR. I ain't gonna lie. I did not like it. And now, after watching the campfire, the developers' campfire over the last couple of days, I'm kind of disappointed on some of the things. Like, I thought maybe they were going to change for the better, and I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping that it's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. But some of the things, like announcing that everything, I don't know. To me, they're almost made the raids. During the PTR, the raids were going to be necessary. I mean, it was going to be part of that, where you're going to get the tempering scrolls, blah, blah, blah. Now you can get the tempering scrolls at the Infernal Horde. So are you doing exactly what you did to the pit, using Infernal Horde? Because it may make the raids not even something that's worthwhile doing. We'll see. I mean, there is some buffs they have announced that will only be dropping in the raids, but if those buffs aren't like godly, then I don't know how worth it's going to be doing some of it. I used the Doombringer sword for this build. Yes, I do. A lot of people don't. A lot of people will use a dagger or a two-handed weapon. I use the Doombringer because of the 100% damage, because of the it's done me really proud. I love it. And it allowed me then to put a focus over here that gave me cooldown reduction. So that was that was huge, important thing for me. So let's see. I did not know there was going to be a second pre-download release. What's up, Santa Squirrel? You're looking for this information, I see. Let me give you that. That's me. And I'll put it over here for you guys too. So yeah, if you guys, I don't need anything, guys. I'm just running stuff for you. So if you need mythics, join me now. Do a request to join party, just like that, and you'll come in. And as we fill up, I call it out because I know TikTok viewers, you guys can't see that part of the screen, which really sucks. Yeah, I didn't know that there was a second part to the pre-download thing. I thought what I've already got is already it. And so I just assumed I've got it all. Greetings. All right, let's go ahead and run. Well, if other people want to join us, they will. I'm helping. I just want to help you get whatever you need here. So like if you're running a sorcerer and let's say you want a good fractured winter glass, this is where you're going to have to come. All right. Go. Oath is in. What's up, Oath? Good to see you. Good to see you. Morning, Scott. Morning. We got one spot still left, guys. So again, it's easy to come in here and get mythics, and I mean you're gonna get a lot of mythics, and you're gonna watch me just break everything. I don't even look at it anymore. I'm just so tired of it. But I mean, you guys, this is kind of the last day I'm going to probably be doing this, because tomorrow we're going to be previewing that alpha release of Legacy, and we'll probably stream that as well on Monday, although I'm not sure. Okay, let's go ahead. We're going to keep going. We may go back to this on Monday, but you know, I highly doubt it. We'll see. I really think this will be my last day of doing season 5. And then you'll see me again on this on Tuesday. I mean, yeah, technically you can start playing it Monday night, just so you know. A lot of people may not be aware of that. Oh, you're talking about Throne and Liberty or whatever that new game is, but that's an NC Soft game, and those guys are the biggest pay-to-win developers in the history of developers, man. I mean, Throne and Liberty game is cool. I mean, I did check it out. I thought it was cool, but holy cow, it's pay-to-win. I mean, it just is like blatantly in your face pay to win that I was like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that. But I mean, I guess that could probably be said about a lot of other games too, but I just thought, and plus I know NC Soft, I know the reputation. Well, oh shit, I just did this is a non-torment, guys, sorry. I just did it accidentally. I was watching chat screen and didn't watch me click. This is just a regular, it's just going to burn fast. There we go. All right, let me do it. Let me do a torment. Sorry about that. There you go. Oh, somebody was going back. Exquisite Blood. I don't know the best way to farm because I only farm gold. I only run Infernal Hordes and cash everything in for gold, and then I buy everything on the trade channel. So where to farm Exquisite Blood, maybe chat can answer that for you. And I see that question on TikTok. I personally don't know because like I said, I only farm gold. Yeah, I think a lot of people are seeing a lot of crazy gear dropping here lately, and I think that's a pretty smart move on Blizzard's part as well.
Father bless. What do you need?
So if you guys saw the Campfire developers chat, the mechanic has been shown to us what we're going to see in season 6. It also, the raid was shown. There are some new things that people are gonna have to get used to. That's for sure. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of cool new things. We'll see. We'll see how it works. The mechanic is gonna be kind of like a timed run. You're gonna be, the quicker you know, it's gonna increase as you build time. You're gonna like kind of be building time, and the further you can get, the more rewards you're gonna get, and blah blah blah. Blizzard's really hooks. Blizzard's really hooked on this horde kind of setting, I guess. You can see it when they started doing it in Helltide with your threat level, and then it's just kind of kept progressing into Infernal Hordes. And so, I mean, yeah, there's some, hi NVIDIA, there's some crazy new stuff coming. The raid has to be a minimum of 2 people. And the reason it's got to be a minimum of 2 people is because you split up and you each go to one side and do your own thing, but you're doing it at the exact same time, and it all ties together until the end when you're brought to the boss. So that was kind of revealed, and that looked kind of cool, but I was disappointed to see that. I never wanted raid specific gear, but I wanted a reason to run the raid, and it felt like, I don't know, it felt like there was no reason. The Tempering Scrolls now dropping Infernal Hordes. They announced that those are going to be dropping there, so that kind of left. There are some buffs for the raid that you can get. There are some pretty mighty buffs, and there is a couple cosmetic items. I think one of them is actually a mount. Everything that you can do in Torment 4, you can do in Torment 1 without, I mean, you're not, the only thing you're going to give up is more gear. More items, more XP, more of that type of things are going to, of course, be in Torment 4 than they are in Torment 1, which is kind of like exactly how it is today. So yeah, Cajun John is saying that probably the Blood Maiden is the best for exquisite blood. Again, I don't do farming because I only farm for gold. I'm a very efficient farmer, and I go and run 6 hours of Infernal Hordes, cash everything in for gold, and the next thing you know, as you can see here, I've got 38 billion gold. That was 55 billion. I buy all my mats right off of the trade. There's really not that many mats. It makes it just more efficient because going and trying to farm each individual mat is ridiculous, and it just makes it fast. And really, if I just buy Living Steel and Malignant Hearts, that also gives me Durell, and that's 3 Torment bosses right there. Now I buy this because my followers like this boss, and he has been pretty hot lately. So hopefully people here are getting stuff. Check, did I get everybody approved? We do still have an opening, everybody. I know that, I think I said it earlier, nobody jumped in, but there is an opening still in this group. It's Made Biker Pound 1605. Send me a friend request, I accept it. And then you do a request to join party. You come in, you grab some mythics. This is the last day. Now we've been doing this for about 6 weeks. This is the last day I'm going to do it. I'm probably not going to be streaming this game anymore until season 6, till the DLC. So yeah, afternoon maximum. Yeah, and AA is saying that he seconds that Blood Maiden is definitely the place to get your exquisite blood. So there you go. Got 2 people saying the same. That's good. All right. Tomorrow we will be 1 hour later than normal, and we are going to come up with, we're going to be streaming that brand new game, Legacy Steel and Sorcery by Notorious Studios. and we're gonna be some of the alpha. You guys as well. I'll have 10 Steam keys to give away. So if you like what you see when I'm streaming it, all you gotta do is say, "Hey, maid, I want a stream key," and boom, I get it to you. And we're gonna do it that way because I prefer it's somebody that's actually gonna play it rather than they're just gonna go. I mean, so we'll see. Watching the clock at work. Oh yeah, I know. I remember those days. Again, I can't help but comment on the fact that so many people, close friends of mine and viewers of my streams while I was still working and doing streaming part-time, all told me I was probably going to regret retiring early and that I'm going to be bored, and they've never been retired. I guarantee you that, because being retired is awesome. It's awesome. So I have no complaints about the choice I made 7 months ago. I'm so glad I did it. I may not feel the same way if I lived in maybe a different part of the country, but living in Florida and being retired, you got a swimming pool in your backyard. You've got, I mean, sunshine. It's some days I complain about it being too freaking hot, but then I remember I don't want to go back to snow. So lots of big things coming with season 6. I know that they tweaked the ruins quite a bit. I'm hoping that that's going to work really well. I heard some of the things that the developers were talking about with the Paragon board had me a little bit concerned that they nerfed quite a few things because they felt as though, I don't know, they felt as though things were too powerful, I guess. We'll see how that's going to work out. So like I said, the season mechanic was identified, that they showed us. It's going to be a time progression kind of skill-based kind of area where, again, you're going to be running through basically mobs, hordes, and you're going to gain time as you progress. You're going to be adding time, which will get you further and further until you basically cannot anymore. And then I think there was an interesting, unique boss there, if I remember right. There you go, Maxim. Yeah, I'm very happy that I retired early. But there are some things. And I had a great time. Porkchop played with some guildmates last night and had a blast. Awesome. Our clan is pretty good, I will say. Our clan is pretty darn incredible. They do really help a lot of people, and I think in season 6 they'll be super helpful. There's a lot of changes coming in season 6 that I hope everybody is open-minded to, because some of them are pretty big. I think some of them might take people a while to get used to, but hopefully, I think there's quite a bit of I saw a lot of new stuff in the developer. I saw new gear, I saw new bosses, I saw bosses that actually had what looked like you were going to have to use a little bit of skill and not 1, 2, 3, you're dead, which I am very happy to see. Tyro's Might, Oathgot, awesome. Cool. Badass Fire Mage. Yeah, there's gonna be some pretty cool things happening, I think. I think Spiritborn, I think they did a very smart thing with it, because although I was against another nature class, I think it was smart that they gave you 4 choices. You know, you can play as a jaguar, you can play as an eagle, you can play as a gorilla, or you can play as a centipede. That was very smart, because at least you give people 4 different options that they could play, and each one is a little bit different. Like, you know, I mean, the jaguar is obviously melee. I mean, there's the gorilla, of course, is probably going to be a little more tankier. There's going to be some pretty cool variations, I think, with builds that you can do with those. We'll see. Deerfield, Florida. Deerfield, Florida is a nice area. We're like right in the middle. We're right in Central Florida, and we chose that really because of the whole hurricane situation. No matter how bad it gets, honestly, we've been really, really safe here, right here. We're like right in the center between Tampa and Orlando. So the beaches, you know, in one direction are an hour, and the other direction are an hour. So we're real close, actually. But the area I live in is known for the only area in Florida that actually has hills. It's got rolling hills throughout my entire area, and so it kind of helps break that wind up and everything up. And the most we've ever had is some hail damage. Oh crap. Okay, exquisite blood is gone. All right, guys, so now here's what we're gonna do. Sorry, I didn't realize. Now we're gonna head to Gugori. Let's go to Gugori. All right, follow me to Gugori. I'm gonna mark it over here for you. He's right there. Okay, sorry, I didn't realize I was that low on that mats. But yeah, my area is really, really safe during the hurricanes and during all of that kind of stuff. Even tornadoes, because of the rolling hills, we've been very, very lucky. And it's funny because we came here from Chicago, and we had no idea. I was just my company asked me if I wanted to go. I'm like, yeah. And they'll move me and pay for everything. Yeah, I'm going. So we came down here when we never even seen our house or anything. We did everything remote, came down, you know, actually called people at my new job, new location, and asked them where's a good place to live. They gave me the town, and it worked out beautiful. Snoopicus, good to see you. How old am I? I'm 62 years old. I'm 62. I've been gaming for a lot of freaking years. Work on Old Town North and Northwest. Really? That's incredible. I was a South Side boy, so we were down on the South Side. Yeah. I liked Chicago. I had some issues with some things in Chicago, but I liked it a lot. All right, here we go. If you're worried about damage, you want to hug this wall. If you don't care, then the red squares will hurt you a little bit, but you should be fine. There you go, there you go. There's still time in your life to play games, brother. Guarantee you. Absolutely. Pork Chop, get in. Or maybe you're at work. But I mean, that's what this is about, man. Made Biker Pound 1605. We have opening right now. Send me a friend request. I approve it. I've got them all approved already. You do not have to be a member of this clan. That's not the case. This is just for anyone. I'm in here helping anyone that needs mythics. My guy and my alts are all geared. I don't need anything. This is strictly for you guys. Oh, you're working. I got you. probably the last day I'll be streaming season 5, to be honest. I'm gonna tell you straight up that tomorrow we're gonna preview that new brand new game that Notorious Studios has asked me to do. I think it looks pretty cool. We're gonna check that out. We're gonna have some Steam keys and hand out for other, I think 10 Steam keys for other people that want to check out the game. Should be interesting. We'll see.
Worth keeping.
So yeah, I think this will probably be it. Monday we'll come back. I don't know if we're even going to be streaming on Monday, because the way everything is and with this new game that they want me to check out, the way it ends pretty early Monday, I think. Well, I'll have to check. We'll see what we're going to do, because technically season 6 starts Monday night. If you're in America, it's Monday night. All right, it's 4 p.m. Western time, in California. At 4 p.m. Monday, you'll be able to get it. And at 7 p.m., I think, on the East Coast. So technically, it's available Monday night. You do not have to wait till Tuesday. So if you're a guy that is working and you're like, damn, I took Tuesday off so I could play. No, it's not true. You should have stayed at work, because you can start playing it Monday night. But I mean, just gives you more time. No, your current tune will not carry over to season 6. All your season 6 or season 5 tunes will go straight to the Eternal server. You can still play them on the Eternal server, but you can't play them in any seasonal play anywhere again. The Eternal server is exactly that. It's just a server that's missing all the mechanics of all the seasons, but it still has the bosses and things of that nature. And some people really like playing the Eternal server. I personally have never gone back to it, but yeah, you can't carry anything. You start all over again, which is true at Path of Exile. It's true at Last Epoch. It's true everywhere. It's not a Diablo thing. A lot of people think it is, actually, and it really is not. And then Tuesday, everybody in the world will be playing, and you know how new releases go, so be prepared for a long queue time to get logged in. That's why I said they're releasing it Monday night, and we may not stream until Tuesday, because it's gonna be, I just foresee a horrendous episode occurring again. I know that there's, they've got a history of long queue times and things just not working out smoothly. They get it fixed right away, but I think I can see it happening. Yeah, crash, reload, crash. We'll see what happens. I mean, it may not be as that bad, because they've had a whole year now to get their server and everything, but my experience with Blizzard is it's probably going to be bad. At least for the first few hours, I think. Probably Monday night is what I'm hoping. So then by Tuesday, everything is calmed down, because technically the game is available Monday night. It just depends on what part of the country and the world do you live in. If you live in Europe and everywhere else, you don't get it till Tuesday anyway. But if you live in the United States, on Monday, 4 p.m. in California, it's available. And at 7 p.m. Eastern time, oh, there we go. 7 p.m. Eastern time, that's the ring. It's available in Florida or East Coast. So, I mean, you can pretty much count on the fact that a lot of people are going to go and play that sucker right away. Yeah, Warcraft was exactly like that too. And Treasure Goblin event. Home Alone 2, thank you for the follow. There is a new goblin in season 6, by the way. It's got a weird freaking name. I can't remember what it is, but it goes in and out of these ports. Forget what it's called now. But anyway, it goes in and out of these ports super fast, makes him really hard to catch. He's part of I think he appears in the new mechanic where the new season mechanic is going to be, you're going to be running these it's a dungeon with mobs that you're running through, and you're gaining time to keep progressing further into this dungeon it is, and that's how you're going to earn your rewards. And I think there was a pretty unique, kind of cool boss at the end of it as well. I don't remember the boss's name. I'd have to go back and watch it. You guys can watch that too, by the way, that campfire, developers campfire chat they had. It's all over on YouTube. You do a search for Diablo 4, you'll see. I mean, because it's an ongoing thing, so they have them all the time. You're going to see a big list of them. You just want to watch the newest one. And they do show you the raids. They show you the new season mechanic that we're going to see.
Forge awaits your return.
A lot of stuff. They show you a little bit about the ruins and how they kind of portal prankster. That's what it was in the Undercity. Graith Twitch knew the answer. Way to go. Yeah, that was it. Portal prankster. Yep, in the Crust Undercity. And the Undercity is another cool whole thing that we'll see how that looks, how that works. It's supposed to be multi-level, and we'll see. The raids are a minimum of 2 people, because what happens is, they showed it in that video, what happens is you split up, and you each go to like a side, I'll just call it a side. You each go to your own area, and you each are doing your own individual task until the end, when you group together for, I think you group together for the boss. I don't think you do a separate boss. I think you all group together for the boss fight, and that's it. I breezed through it, really, the video, and just kind of watched a few highlights and stuff, and I didn't see any changes that they made to the group finder, which is good, because the group finder was really cool in the PTR. It was one of the things that I liked, and I thought that's going to make life very easy. We'll see. Yeah, the portal prankster, he looked kind of cool. That's what that was. Well, let me make sure I got everybody approved. I do. All right, here we go. Tomorrow we will be live an hour later, probably at noon, and we are going to be doing a preview of the alpha of a brand new game done by Notorious Studios. We'll have Steam keys to give away if people are interested in playing it as well. It's only available alpha for until Monday at noon, I think. So we're gonna play the crap out of it and try to give it a good test. They really want to know, you know, what my viewers, what you guys think, because I mean they've been following me for a while, so that's good, and they know what to expect. They know that we're going to tell the truth regardless. If it sucks, it sucks. If it's good, it's good. If it's got potential, it's got potential. If it needs to be fine-tuned here, fine-tuned there, we're going to tell you. So I'm kind of excited to see what it's about. Notorious Studios, so you know, they're ex-World of Warcraft developers, okay? This game has a very huge, monstrous World of Warcraft feel, but it's got a lot of these other kind of cool features that we'll see how they are. I mean, you build your own fort, you create your own fort, we'll see. I think it looks really, really cool and a little bit different, so I was happy to agree to try it out. And I'm going to tell you now, I say no to all of these, always. Good morning, Kenneth. Good morning. All is well. Good morning, MMO nerd. Good morning. So yeah, we're gonna preview that game tomorrow. And tomorrow everybody will get to see it. I'll have some Steam keys to give away. I think its initial release is planned for right at the beginning of 2025. I think either right at Christmas time or right after the new year. We'll see. Yeah, Monday. I am ready for Monday, MMO nerd. I am. Even if season 6 is as bad as what I thought season 3 was, even let's just say worst case, it sucks. I don't care. I just want something different. 5 seasons of this has gotten on. I'm ready for anything new at this point. I am gonna roll Spiritborn. I think I'm gonna do the Centipede, although I haven't decided yet. The Jaguar looks pretty cool too, I think, and maybe even the Eagle without knowing much more about it. But yeah, I am excited about a new class. I was disappointed. You guys know, I was disappointed about a nature class, but I think Blizzard did the right thing, and they gave you 4 choices, which is super cool, super smart, very, very smart. Well, we'll see.
Good salvage.
Oh, there we go. Visage for Oath. Awesome. You're gonna do the Jaguars primary and Eagle secondary. There you go. Yeah, I was thinking of doing Centipede, but I don't know what the other one I want to do yet. We'll see. Spiritborn's gonna be OP. I mean, it's gonna rule the entire season, I can tell you that. For at least the first 4 weeks. Now, they may nerf it after that, but for at least the first 4, maybe 6 weeks, it's just gonna rule the entire game. And that's what they wanted to do. They want to encourage people to create it. And now what you can look forward to is how long are they going to wait before they sell you the DLC to bring you up to level 80? I'm telling you, that's the next thing they're going to do to us, man. Thank you, Fudgeman. Appreciate that. Always appreciate the love on TikTok, you guys. Always appreciate it. Sometimes I miss it when you give it to me, and I always feel bad about it, but I always appreciate it, always. Okay, let's get back there. Again, we still have 1 spot open, guys. Right? Am I right? We didn't fill it. Yeah, we still have 1 spot open. I've got everybody fixed here. All right, here we go. Yeah, so tomorrow we will be doing that brand new game by Notorious Studios. It's called Legacy, Steel and Sorcery. We're just gonna do the alpha. They really want to hear what we think. And like I said, I will have Steam keys for you guys too, so I think it's going to be an interesting game. We may play it and it may be terrible, or maybe it just needs some help, or maybe whatever, but you know, that's how they're going to find out. They're doing their own little PTR alpha release. Yeah, I agree with Cajun. I think all you're going to see is a lot of Spiritborn. I think that's all you're going to see on season 6 for a while. It's going to be mass Spiritborn players. But keep in mind that there are some reasons to play some other areas, like the new skill for the Barbarian looks kind of cool. Light Spear Sorcerer, although some of it, a little bit of it got nerfed to hair, it's still going to be very, very powerful. I think Andy Rogue is still going to be a very powerful build. We'll see what happens, but yeah, I think everybody wants to try Spiritborn. The thing is with Spiritborn, you're going to see different variants of it. Like, are you going to see a lot of Jaguars? Are you going to see a lot of Centipedes? What is it we're going to see a lot of? You know, so Cans of Knives of Rogue. Yeah, see, I think there's gonna be some very cool things that we're gonna see in season 6. Now, are they gonna is some of the things gonna get nerfed as time goes on? Absolutely. I mean, that's every season. It happens every season. Whoops, let me prove that so he can get in. There you go. I think that they've kept some of the, like, the season mechanics for season 6 looks very simple, and maybe that's a smart move because you're introducing so many different things into the season now. It may, we'll see. I really liked what I saw compared to the PTR. The PTR I hated. You guys heard me say it. I hated it. But the development campfire chat that just took place here a few days ago really made me rethink a lot of things. Like they've fixed everything, a lot of things. I mean, a lot. There's still some things, of course, that I wish, like, again, no bag space, no mention of that. No, we're still gonna have to do these stupid runs that we're doing right now back to an NPC. Some of the basic things I wish that they would pay attention to, they haven't, but it is what it is. We'll see. It looks like they strengthened up and maybe corrected some of the ruins stuff, and being able to I think you're gonna have more power in customizing your gear, more than what they kind of showed us in PTR. I think they fixed a lot of that stuff, which I'm looking forward to. Paragon board, some of the things they showed during that chat bothered me that they did to it recently, but we'll see. They kind of nerfed a few things, but anytime Blizzard says we think that something was too powerful and so we nerfed it, I always go, oh shit. Why? And maybe it made sense, and I can't recall the exact reason. I just remember kind of scratching my head going, I want to look into that, and I never did. I just kind of breezed through it. So we'll see. I'm definitely looking forward to a change. Yeah, the fire chat really did. It did, Memo Nerd. It made it really sound like, yeah, great. You can definitely, we have a spot, bro. Jump in. Yeah, I always tell people, don't ask, just jump in. Because if you ask, by the time I answer you, it's already filled. Usually this is very busy, but because we're so close to the end of the season now, yeah, I think it did have to do with, now that you mentioned that ultimate power, I think that's exactly what it was, is they were nerfing the crap out of that. All right, so we got 4 of us. We're gonna go ahead and start it up. Everybody will get here when they can. Oh, babe, we got everybody here now. Nope. Oh yeah. And so you guys are aware, I keep saying this over and over and over, the game technically is available Monday. It's not Tuesday. It's available Monday. Depending on where you live in America, it's available 4 p.m. Western time. Kenneth, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. 4 p.m. Western time and 7 p.m. Eastern time. So in the Midwest, what does that mean? You guys are going to be seeing it like what, between 5 and 6, depending on where you live. So now if you're in Europe, you don't get it until Tuesday.
That got wind favor,
But
my friend.
yeah, I keep saying it over and over that people, yeah, exactly, Memo Nerd. But I think people need to be prepared for, because they never are, and then everybody complains and cries and yells and screams. They need to be prepared for huge queues to get the game into the game, really. And it'll calm down Tuesday, but even then it may still be, because then Europe is going to be coming into the game. So yeah, we'll see. It doesn't take Blizzard long to fix it, but it happens almost every single, if not every single release. Sir Dowleth is going to have to cancel on the girlfriend. Yeah. What you do is you don't cancel on the girlfriend. You get the girlfriend to play the game. Because then the girlfriend doesn't complain when you play the game. Okay. My daughter and her husband both play Diablo. They used to play World of Warcraft. And I always got blamed by the wife for being the bad influence that was introducing them to all this trouble. My son is a Call of Duty, like, freaking guru, man. In Germany, October 8th at 1 a.m. There you go. All right, here we go, guys. Sorry, I'm watching chat. I'll stop doing that for a while. All right. Yeah, people just need to be prepared for long queues. Well, the second that it's released and you're able to get into it, it's going to be a queue. You're going to be with a lot of other people doing the same exact thing, which is why I said I don't know if I'll even try to log into it until Tuesday at 11 when it's time to stream, and I'll just go live with the experience that I go through. And the good news about doing it that way is the people that were able to get in on the night before, they can help guide me through any issues I have because they've already had to deal with them. There you go. Look at that 4GA peaceful boots for sale on trade. He doesn't even know if he's selling them. It looks like he might be just giving them away.
Good salvage.
I haven't seen a build that uses those boots, but I bet you there is one. Never really looked for it. All right, here we go. Yeah, but that's Blizzard. And that's what Blizzard does. I was, we'll see. Diablo Dad, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. We'll see how things pan out here, but I don't know. I'm pretty critical of Blizzard because I've been, played their games for so long. And then especially when I compare it to certain other games that I almost have to say you can't even compare it because it's not a comparison. Like, I know that I'm a rare. I play Path of Exile, Last Epoch, Lost Ark, a lot of games, and a lot of like Path of Exile and like Last Epoch. I think they kind of blew Diablo 4 away, honestly. But Diablo 4, that's why I've always said I almost feel bad comparing them, because I play Diablo 4 because it's so mindless and it's so easy. And if you come home, like when I was working, when I would come home from work, my mind was blitzed and I didn't want to think of anything. This was the perfect game. You could come in here and just mindlessly kill stuff without even really having to put a whole lot of effort and thought into it. All the bosses here are spank 1, 2, 3. I mean, that's the truth, honestly. Maybe Andario's a little different because of his mechanic, but even him. So I don't know. Last Epoch is a really, really, really fun game. I loved it. I like their end game content, except, and this is why I have not gone back to it, they have 2 dungeons. When I played Cycle 1, Season 1, they had 2 dungeons. And both of those dungeons were terrible. I mean, they were so bad. Just the maze to get to them, I hated every single time. I hated it. And they locked game content behind them where at the end of the game, you had to go back and run those over and over and over to upgrade your equipment, your gear and stuff. And that pissed me off because I hated their dungeons so bad that I was like, all right, I'm done. But I really did enjoy the game, and I really loved some of the things that they introduced to the genre. I mean, they were the ones that put that little anvil over here that you could break any single piece of gear on the fly, man. That was awesome. They also had the built-in loot filter, which was so easy and so awesome to do. My handle, let me do that here for you. I think, sir, I don't know the answer to that. I can tell you that probably the only difference between your system and my system is I mean, honestly, is I have a 1 gig internet line, and that's really probably it. So that's what I would guess, maybe. Yeah, Anima, the expansion drops actually Monday night. Monday night in America. You're going to see it in California at 4 p.m. and you're going to see it on the East Coast at 7 p.m. Now, like I said earlier, there's going to be a hell of a huge queue to get into the game. It's going to, I'm sure the servers are going to be overloaded like as usual. But yes, it is available actually Monday night. It was kind of a pleasant little surprise that Blizzard did. A lot of us, I was one of them, that when they announced the October date for the original, I didn't think it was going to happen. I really did not think it was going to happen at all. I thought they were going to be pushing it towards Christmas, but look, they're early. They're actually giving it to you the day before, the night before, which is pleasantly a nice surprise coming from Blizzard.
Forge awaits your return.
Oh, I'm out of living steel. All right, sorry guys, we're gonna go to Varshan. Let's head to Varshan. Sorry. We're gonna go over here. And then we're going to finish up everything with Durrell. That's why we're doing it in this order. You're running a 2 gigabyte connection for work. Oh, well, that's crazy. I don't know then. Honestly, Sir Dallet, that's crazy. I don't know the reason then. Consoles make sure on Sunday your systems are not running any games so patches happen seamlessly. Yeah. All right, we're going to come right down here. All right, Maxim, take care. Perfect. Yeah, send me that. I'll get that approved right away. No, season 6, all of season 6 is going to be available on Monday at 4 p.m. Western, 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you live in California on Monday, you can get the game at 4 p.m. If you live on Florida like me or New York, you can get it at 7 p.m. If you live in Iowa, I think you can get it at like 5 p.m. I don't remember. Game crash, you can continue. All right. But again, we do have spots. We have openings for runs now, guys. Well, they told you it was on the 8th. They did. That's what they told you. But technically, the game is actually going to be available Monday night. Monday. I shouldn't say Monday night. Monday night for me because I'm in Florida, but Monday afternoon for California. No, it makes no difference if you buy it now or if you buy it on October 8th. Absolutely none. Yeah, 0. You're not getting anything extra. I would not be paying the extra for the cosmetic things they're giving you for it, because trust me, they're going to get outdated pretty quickly probably. I would be paying, if you're going to buy it, I would buy the basic of all basic versions of it. I think you do get a pet skin maybe for pre-order, you're right. But I mean, I don't use any. I mean, I'm not a skin guy, although I do use some now because because of my buddy H2O, who I hope is safe after this. I haven't heard from him after this storm. But anyway, I do use skins now because of him dogging me about how my characters looked. But yeah, you're right. I think you do get a pet skin if you pre-order it. I don't know why I do that. I always run back here instead of going through my portal. It's just so close. So I need to stop doing that. All right, so we do still have the Warcat mount, but it's not a must-have. I got the Warcat mount now. It was because I bought it. I pre-bought it a long time ago when it first got announced. It's so terrible to ride. It's so dysfunctional. It's so weird. It's very clunky. I hate it. Everybody commented on it during the streams that it looked clunky, and it was clunky. Hopefully they're gonna fix that. I don't know if they did, but I think when I'm right, I forget what it was, but I don't know. It was terrible. All right. So for you guys that are wondering, and again, just so you can do it in season 6, and I don't know what the best method's going to be in season 6, but probably the same method that I'm using now. Everybody asks me, how do I get so many mats? I don't farm mats, guys. You will take forever farming each specific mat for each boss. I farm only gold. That's it. I run Infernal Hordes. I cash in all the ethers for gold. And take a break, Oath. All right, bro. Take care. And I then buy all my mats off of Trade Channel. So my farming is very efficient. I'm just farming for one thing. We have one opening still, guys, if somebody wants to get in here. You know, I farm for one thing. And that's it. I farm for gold. I mean, right now I keep showing you guys this. I got 38 billion gold. My gold hovers right around there because I continue to keep farming gold, and I keep continuing to buy mats off of the Trade Channel. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and start this. This is gonna be a little tougher because two for he's staged for 3. I don't know, Crazy. It all depends on what's, you know, if the group is full or not at that time. I never, ever can predict what's going to happen at all. I never know, bro. If there's an opening, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that's why I do it for sure. Need a helm. Rio Vein, got you. Yeah, I buy everything, but really the most that I buy is Malignant Hearts and Living Steel, because then I can run you guys through those two, and then it leads to running through Jarrell, and I can run you guys through that. I do buy Exquisite Blood, which is expensive, because I like Lord Zir. I just think he's a very efficient, very easy boss to run you guys through. And then stones are always expensive. Okay, here we go. Cakes, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Jack Carey, thank you for the follow. I didn't see that. I apologize. Also, I see diamonds in TikTok. I appreciate. Sometimes I don't always see you give them, and I apologize for that, but I do appreciate it. All right, let's go back. Started 4 weeks ago. No, you cannot trade mythic items. I wish you could. Juggalo Pug, thank you for that. Thank you for the subscription. Great Twitch, appreciate that. That's awesome. Yeah, you can't trade mythics, although in the next season they're saying you can. Well, I haven't seen that to know that that's true yet or not, so we're all kind of holding our breath on that, although we've been told we will be, but we'll see. I'm doing good, Maddie. I'm doing good. You don't need your gear to all be masterwork to 12 to do torment bosses. I mean, like a good example is Lord Zir. He's the easiest torment boss to do. You don't have to have all your gear masterwork to 12. I will say this, I would make sure that all of your glyphs are going to be at 21, although next season they've kind of nerfed the glyph power. But this season, yeah, you need to have those glyphs to level 21. People don't get it, that they kind of look over that and just say, I don't want to do it, it's boring. I know it's boring, trust me, I know. But you know, it's been doing this for 5 seasons with multiple character every season. Trust me, I know leveling glyphs is boring, but if you don't do it, you're just asking to die. I mean, honestly. Richie, thank you for the follow. AirJL, thank you for the like. So, yeah, I mean, that's my first advice, is get your glyphs to level 21. Make sure you're using the correct aspects. And then if you feel pretty comfortable with your build and... All right, take care, Grace. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us. We have openings, guys, and now we're gonna have another opening. Ahmed, thank you for that. Thank you for the follow. Okay, here we go, guys. 2 of us in here now. We got 2 openings. I know it's getting so late in the season that maybe some people don't even care about doing these anymore. See a lot of people needing mythics, and really that's why I'm kind of doing this for y'all, but we might be getting pretty close to the end where nobody cares. You haven't played for 7 years, but now is the exact time to start to get ready to play, because the new season starts next Tuesday. Well, technically Monday night. All right. And everybody's gonna be forced to create a new character. There is a brand new campaign that's being unrolled during that season. There's brand new, lots of stuff, lots and lots of stuff. So right now is actually the best time if you want to come back to Diablo 4. It is the best time to come back, because everybody is going to be relearning for season 6. Everybody, not just a few of us. We all are going to be relearning that season. Because it's a dramatic difference between what we have today and what we're going to have come Monday night. Last time you played was Diablo 3. I actually liked Diablo 3. I thought Diablo 3 was a pretty good game. I know a lot of people did not like it, but I liked it. Yeah, right now is the perfect time to come into this game, because, like I said, everybody's starting over come Monday night. New season starts. We ain't got a choice. Which one is better, 3 or 4? I don't know. I liked 3 a lot, but there was things I didn't like. I liked 4 a lot, but I can tell you there's probably more in 4 that I don't like than 3. 4 is just different. I mean, it's like there's certain things that leave a bad taste in my mouth for Diablo 4. Raylan, thank you for the follow. Like, for example, season 3 in Diablo 4 was one of the worst seasons I've seen in any game, period. I just thought it was absolutely ridiculous what they were doing, and I left and went and played Path of Exile. Yeah. And then came back in season 4. So I think they both have their pluses, they both have their minuses, but I think sadly Diablo 4 has had more minuses than pluses. So hopefully season 6 is gonna fix that. There we go. We got one more mythic item right there. Let me go back to town. I cannot remember. I do remember something about the capstone dungeons. I don't remember though what it was I heard, and I can't. Yeah, I do not recall. I would not be surprised if they removed the capstone dungeons, because they've created such a seamless, like I think that they've created with the strongholds now, it's just a different game. We'll see. I don't know. I don't remember if I read something about the capstones or not, to be honest. I don't think I did. But then it's kind of a blur, because I was just dealing with a bunch of capstone stuff with some clan members, helping them get through capstone, and I'm going, well, is that what I remember doing? It might be. Keep in mind, I'm an old man, so I can confuse stuff real easy. Capstone is no more of the pit. There you go. Hence the reason why I saw so many people complaining about they were being forced to do the pit, because in this season, you don't have to do the pit ever. So yeah, now that makes sense that Jugalo brought that up. That's probably exactly where I heard that from, was the other day people were on here complaining that now they're being forced to run the pit.
I can break that down.
And I'm like, okay. The pit's pretty fast, honestly. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I don't like the pit either. I haven't ran it once with 4 characters this season, didn't touch it once. But honestly, it's not a long process. It's under 8 minutes. Yeah, you can change the level difficulty at any time from Torment all the way to Torment 4. You can run the whole game in Torment 1, and you'll get the same rewards, just not as many and not as much XP as you can get with the other levels. So we'll see. I think it's kind of weird that they changed some of that stuff, because I thought they had a pretty good system of doing it now. No, I think it's going to be easier next season to get items. I think that they've kind of done that on purpose. But again, I might be wrong. I mean, I'm just going by, what they were claiming during the campfire chat was you're going to see more of these types of drops, and some of the changes that you can make to gear to kind of make it exactly what you want really looks really interesting. I'm not sure how well it's going to work, but from what they were showing on the campfire chat, I thought that looked pretty cool. It worried me because I'm the type of guy that I will totally get into that, and I can make it into a real monster probably. But we'll see. Made biker pound 1605. We have 2 openings right now, everybody. So yeah, made biker pound 1605. Once you do all the renown once,
You again.
the renown kind of carries over with you, so you only really have to do it once.
Fix it. You can still use these. The forge is always hot.
And I don't know how that's going to work in season 6 either. If there's going to be renown, what's going to happen? It's a big change, man. It ain't no. I know one of the things they talked about during the campfire chat was they nerfed some glyphs for Paragon 2, so that was also something that I didn't really like hearing too much. All right, take care, AH. Have a good one. Got you crazy. I'll check it here a sec. Yeah, like I didn't touch them at all this season. I mean, some of them get completed just as you go, but if you notice, the one thing you've always got, you already have those Paragon points. Once you completed it once, you have them. It's kind I wish they would get rid of that whole thing because I think it confuses a lot of people too. It's just like this here that we talked about before, this attack power. This attack power confuses everybody. It doesn't mean what you think it means. Building that number up sky high means absolutely nothing. It's the wrong thing to do. You know, it's probably not doing what you think it's doing at all. It depends on your build, what you want to build up. I mean, your class. I mean, some of them you want to have a buttload of critical strike damage, critical strike chance, maybe 3,000% if you can, and you know, you want, or maybe you want. I don't know. There's just so many examples I could give. We had a guy one day we did a test with. He had 90,000 attack power, and he could not take down a torment boss on his own because of all of his other settings were so screwed up. He had, you know, I think it was a rogue. Was he a rogue? No, maybe he was. A barbarian. No, he was, I thought he was a rogue. I might be wrong, but I just remember that he had hardly nothing critical strike chance, hardly nothing critical strike damage. And once we got all that figured out and got him squared away and those set right, it was night and day. He just started just killing everything. My Lightning Spear Sorcerer for the entire season and through most of all of the end game content was running at 9,000 attack power and had no issues whatsoever. And now he's at 14,000, but that's just because of gear he changed out. Barbarian, this is what I was saying the other day. Barbarian is about the only time that you see that attack power closely even come close to resembling something that you will confuse it with as for others games. Because for other games, you want that attack power pretty high. But this game, that's not necessarily true. This game, you may want critical strike damage to be 3,000% and maybe 10K attack power is just fine because it's used in a different way. But anyway, yeah, we've had this discussion a lot. I think that it's misnamed. It should not be called attack power. Maybe, I don't know. But like for this guy here, I mean, you want this, okay? And each class has their own, but for this class, you want willpower through the roof if you can, and then you're gonna see like certain things, critical strike damage, which that's actually kind of low in my opinion, but you know, overpower damage. So yeah, I mean, I always tell people the other thing that we've been talking about quite a bit is tell people, I know that a lot of you follow cookie cutter, you follow the cookie cutter builds, which is awesome. But you have to keep in mind that when you get your end game gear, if you're wearing Tyrell's Might, you don't need any more resistance, man. Go back into your Paragon board and search out all those resistances. There's a search feature in there. Search out all of those. Oh, he went back. And remove them. I don't know what you're saying, Richie. You missed my ad. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't add anybody. They add me. I don't know what you mean. It's Made Biker Pound 1605. You add me as a friend, and then when I call it out that there's an opening like we have right now, then you just do a request to join party, and that way, boom, you can come in real quick, and I don't really have to stop what I'm doing and, you know, anything. I can just keep on cruising through. Here we go.
I'm not ready yet.
I broke over 100. Okay, yeah, let's go back to town. I broke over 100 sparks. I used 100 sparks trying to re-roll some of my gear for my alts, different with GAs on them, and it didn't work. Burned through all of them. Now I think I got 50, maybe 60 more. You don't get to take them with you in the season, so burn them. Burn them, burn them, burn them.
Don't ruin all that work.
No, it's okay, Richie. Oh, that's all right. Console navigation is a little more difficult, Pork Chops was saying. Maybe, I don't know. Throne and Liberty, no. Oh my gosh, NC Soft. It's such a pay to win game, bro. I did check it out, I ain't gonna lie, but I know NC Soft very, very well over the years. And yeah, that's a pay to win game, blatantly obvious pay to win game. And that's how NC Soft always does business. So I wasn't surprised at all. I deleted it. I totally took that off my PC, but I did check it out. I did check it out. And yeah, I would not recommend it to anybody. I would recommend Path of Exile. It's a free game. And they're not out to, it's not pay to win. I mean, you may think it is, but the only thing that you're probably going to pay for is, you know, your stash bag to have tabs. And that's about it. And that's not pay to win anything. I mean, I played Path of Exile for a long, long time without those tabs. I finally broke down and bought them, and I loved them. I was so glad I did it. It's a free game. I was glad to support it by doing that. But I don't call that pay to win. Guy's trying to trade the Doombringer. He can't trade the Doombringer. Hopefully that's going to change in season 6, and we're going to be able to do something with these mythics besides just break them, because I know that I'm running through people through stuff that they could use them. Kloss, I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't be playing this late in the season if it wasn't for the fact. I mean, let me explain my situation. I played this season. I left. I went and played Path of Exile entire season. I played Once Human. I played the first Descendants. Then I came back to this game to do this purpose right here, and that's to run other players through. I do this every season normally. And we started doing this 6 weeks ago. So yeah, it's right now we're with days left in the season. Is going to be such a huge learning curve for everybody that if you haven't played the game much, that's probably a good thing, because it means you're going to be really open-minded to all the changes that are going to happen here in season 6, a whole new campaign, everything. So let's see. Greetings, Modest. Oh, my, this thing right here, my pointer on the PC, you can make, I did a whole video on this because somebody asked me how I did that. You can make this as big as you want and as small as you want, and you can change it to almost anything you want on a PC. But yeah, the pointer is pretty easy to customize in this game on the PC. I don't know about console though. Nothing is going to carry over into the new season. Nothing will, which is true with Path of Exile, Last Epoch, all those games. You have to start a completely new seasonal character. Your current character will get moved to the Eternal server, and you can still go to the Eternal server and play that character. But in order to do a season, you have to have a seasonal character you're going to have to create. Yeah, don't, and maybe that's my fault because I started too soon, but don't put stuff on the floor in here. You got to take it. You got to take it to town. If I have to do it, you have to do it. It sucks. I hate it. I wish Blizzard would fix it, but they won't. I used to put stuff on the floor and I got bitched out by, it wasn't bitched out, but I understood the complaint. I was like, okay, I got you. I won't do it no more. I understand.
Wanderer.
So now I make everybody else do it.
Don't ruin all that work.
All right. Got 4 members in now. We're full. I've heard other people say the exact same thing, Ryan, that on the consoles, they said it's very hard to pick up items. The little box to click it, to pick it up is too small. So I'm kind of surprised that Blizzard hasn't fixed that, because that seems like that would be a really simple fix, but wow, there's another mythic. They're dropping like crazy. It's a ring again. That's at 2 in a row. All right. Oops, I left those on the ground. Yeah, that's weird. I've heard the same stuff. I've heard people say that on the console, it's super hard to pick up items on the ground, which is crazy. That's just because oh, this one's got a GA though. Let's look at this. All right, well, we're gonna put that one with our other one, even though I'm probably never gonna use these now, so it makes no sense to be saving it. But because we got this one with 0.3 plus 3 and this one with plus 3, they're both the same. I should just break it, but whatever. I have a whole gear set up for another character, for a 5th character I was going to create, but then I decided not to. And like I said, I left the game. I went and played a whole bunch of other games and streamed a bunch of other games, and then came back to do this. Awesome, Toria. Glad to see that. Yeah, I'm everywhere, man. I'm on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. We're everywhere. We used to be on Kick and Trovo, but we decided to drop those. It was just getting to be too cluttered. All right, here we go. We're gonna do one more. Oh no, we'll wait. Go ahead. Go to town. Appreciate it, Tori. How do you use resources on the build? So I always use mine quick. This build is easy to burn through your it's super easy to burn through your spirit. Super easy. Pocket, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Sway, thank you for the follow. I'm sorry I missed you. What I do is I'll show you, like I use this Doombringer, but let's see if I can find it. First of all, you want to use symbiotic, super important here, but you see +4 spirit per second on that piece. So I try to, whatever maximum resource you can see here, add your maximum resources as much as you can, try to get spirit per second. Yeah, I mean, I struggled with it for a long time too, burning up my spirit too fast. But once you get your cooldown reductions and other things and resources raised, you're going to be a cooldown reduction will actually use more of your spirit, to be honest. But increase the resources, like your resource limit, and also do mana per second, and it'll help you a lot. And I don't really use anything that gives me any spirit in the Paragon. I can tell you that now. Now, this build is a lot different. It's kind of progressed over time of what it started. So, it's got some changes to it. What probably the biggest change, 2 big changes to this build compared to everybody else's is I use Cataclysm. I don't use Petrify, but the biggest is I use Doombringer, and it really makes a difference. I was surprised. I didn't think it would. I thought it was going to be a really stupid thing to try, and it has made all the difference. And by doing that, using the Doombringer here, it allowed me to then put a piece over here instead of a 2-handed weapon. I was able to put a piece here, which then Look at all the stuff it gives me. I mean, critical strike chance, cooldown reduction, damage to close enemies, 131 willpower, chance, percentage chance for landslide projectiles to cast twice. It made a big difference. Now, I do my own builds, but this is the first season that I decided to use cookie cutter, which have been really good, but I've had to tweak them. I've had to tweak them and make them, in my opinion, even better, but that's just me. You have the mythic ring. I do have the mythic ring. I have it on all of my characters that I want to say maybe the only one that's not wearing it is, man, I can't remember. I think it might be, is it my barbarian that's not wearing it? I think my rogue is wearing it. My lightning spear sorcerer is wearing it. But yeah, I do have the mythic ring. You're talking about this ring right here, Ring of Starless Skies. Yes. I actually have 2 more of those in my bag, GA rings with +3 to the core skill, which, with the season almost being done, I don't even look at the gear anymore, honestly. The Heart of Sigil for survivability. So a lot of people use that, especially that heart for early end game stuff too. I've heard this from other people that have said that works out pretty good. By far, this character and my lightning spear sorcerer are my 2 most powerful characters, I think. My whirlwind twister barb is very fun and easy to play, but he's like a wind-up toy. He takes a little bit while to get the damage rolling, and
use these.
So, but I like him a lot. And then my barrage rogue is kind of my same complaint about every rogue except for the Andy rogue, is that he's just a squishy bug. I mean, he's fun to play and all that, but he's not as good as I would want him to be. Okay, so I am out of mats here, guys. So now we're going to go to Durrell, all right? So we're all going to meet right down here at Durrell. I have to take a quick 2-minute break. I'll be right back, so just hang tight. But we're going to meet at Durrell when I get back, all right? Hang tight. All right. Appreciate it. Tell you who appreciates it is my dog. Because my dog had to get outside. So that was a good break.
The forge is ready for whatever you need. You can still use these.
Okay, now, so now let me travel to anybody? No. I knew it wasn't. It's been broken for a while. It kind of works sometimes and kind of doesn't.
I need time to do that.
So yes, Monday night. Monday night is season 6. Don't believe the stuff that you're hearing about it. It's Tuesday. It's not. It's Monday. It's not Tuesday. Monday at 4 p.m. California time. You can grab it, and 7 p.m. Eastern time. You can grab it. So Midwest time is going to be like somewhere between 5 and 6, depending on where you live. Okay, so if your armor is not super good, when he goes down like that, you want to get over here and hug this wall. If your armor is good, you don't need to worry about it. But if you're a little bit low on armor, it can kill you sometimes if he pops right up underneath of you. Oh, is that what it is? They got to step outside the boss area now to be able to. That's crazy. That's why it's been so buggy then. All right. That makes sense, because that seems to be what was happening. It was a hit or miss if it would work, and that's probably exactly why. Some people said that it worked if you just stepped away from the altar. If you just stepped over here, that sometimes it would work, but yeah, that's interesting to hear. Well, Monday I don't plan on playing this game. I'm not even gonna load it, but it is available Monday night. But yeah, it's gonna be. You're gonna have such long queues. I'm not even gonna bother to check it out. I'm just gonna wait until Tuesday when I go live, and I'll confirm that I can actually get on before I go live, and then see what happens. Today is probably the last day I'm gonna do this season, because tomorrow we're going to preview that game Notorious Studios asked me to do. So we're gonna play that tomorrow, and I probably won't go live until noon, because I think noon is what time I'll have it in my hands. And we're gonna play that, and hopefully we'll play it Monday too, but we might not. We may not even go live at all Monday. We may just wait and go live Tuesday, and then go live over the weekend as well, because I'm sure that by the weekend we're gonna have our characters already leveled and people are gonna need some help. But we'll see. You never know. The game that they're asking me to do tomorrow, H2O, is Legacy Steel and Sorcery. Its alpha is going to be tomorrow for a limited few people.
I cannot carry.
Jeez. How'd you do with this? What'd you do? How'd you do with the Hurricane H2O? Got the helm. Good, crazy. Good, good. Grab more. Grab whatever you can get, bro. Grab it, grab it, grab it. Because everything is a spark, too. I mean, if there's other stuff you need, you can break it and cash those in and make your own mythic. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of shit show going on. But that's true with every one of these new releases. Your house is fine, but work is crazy. Oh, I bet. Yeah. Well, that's good then. I'm glad at least everybody's safe. That's all that really matters right now. I know a lot of people got hit. I mean, look in Asheville, North Carolina. Like, holy cow. I mean, they just got walloped. We always have people always contacting us all the time. Oh, hoping that, hey, I hope you're okay. Hope you lived through the hurricane, blah, blah, blah. We're like, man, we're in Central Florida. All we get is a lot of rain and wind. You know, I mean, there's not too much else that goes on here. You wake up the next day, you didn't even know there was a hurricane. Playing electrician all week, which is scary. Yeah. Oh, I don't know about if the government will help them. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I've heard lots of stories. I've heard that the government won't help them, and then you go on and the governor says, what are you talking about? We've been offered so much help, we've actually said we'll call you. You know? So I don't know what's true. I don't know. I know that those people living in it, it sucks.
Wait.
I am ready for the new season, Randy. I am, man. I am. They shared what the new mechanic is going to be, which is interesting. It's going to be like these timed runs, only the time you get time added to you as you progress through it, until you can't no more. So it looked interesting. We'll see. There was a very unique. There's several new unique bosses, I think, that are going to appear next season that we're all going to like. I thought they looked pretty cool. Coda Bear, thank you for the follow. Sven, thank you for the follow. I missed that. With FEMA is that they move the goalposts as soon as you give them what they want. Okay, well, you guys probably have dealt with FEMA way more than I ever will or ever have. So, yeah. So, I mean, you, Ryan, H2O, you guys probably know way more about it than I do. That's for sure. I mean, I don't know. I've never had to live through it. I don't want to live through it. And I know it's gotta suck for those people that are. Got you. So it just sounds like bureaucracy as usual. Having to fight the government to get anything.
Is that?
Well, I mean, but actually it's not always just the government. You gotta fight with your insurance company, everybody. Everybody. They change people all the time. FEMA does some crazy shit I'm reading on here too. Been trained by them on disaster. See, I don't know anything about it. I just I know that they're supposed to help. Whether they do help or not, that's a whole nother. And I can guarantee you that I'm sure money is being misspent everywhere with them, just like any other organization. I'm really ready for? I'm ready for the election to be freaking done. I am so freaking tired of hearing about Trump and Harris. Oh my God. I am sick of it. Every time this season comes around, I just am the biggest Grinch. I'm the voting Grinch of the world, okay? I can't stand it. It's on TV. It's every person you meet. It's signs everywhere you drive. It's just like, please, God, make it go away. I hate it.
Can still use these.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that most of those people in Asheville in North Carolina didn't have any flood insurance. But yeah, most people don't. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose if you file it as a flood damage, you're screwed. But if you file it as hurricane damage, at least you might have a fighting chance, right? That makes sense, actually. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm sure insurance companies do. Try to push you to file it as a flood claim and then tell you, oh, but by the way, you don't have flood insurance, you dumbass. I can see them doing that, yo. Insurance in Florida has gotten kind of big. Well, it's actually starting to go across the country now, but it's always been a little bit insane here. I was a GA, melted silic, I just broke. It's always been a problem, but it's gotten worse. Insurance here in Florida for everything. Auto, home. Home is getting tough. Yeah, insurance is a scam for sure. As soon as you use it, they're gonna drop you like a rock, even though they still probably made a fortune off of you. Health insurance is even worse. I mean, honestly. All right, so now if you're like worried about your gear, your armor, hug the wall when he comes up and you'll be okay. There you go. Perfect, 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 everyone. Perfect. Hoping you guys are getting some good stuff. Oh, see, I didn't know that, pork chop. I didn't know you could get flood insurance through FEMA. Probably they had to offer it because so many places living right on the beach, which is... Now, honestly, when I see some of that stuff going on and then they rebuild it and then it happens again 2 years later and they rebuild it, I'm just like, okay, this is why I'm getting punished on insurance prices, because somebody needs to be smart enough to say, maybe we shouldn't build another house here. Maybe this is a bad idea. But money talks, and some of that property is pretty prime property, so tough to tell them that they can't build there, I guess. If he lived through that, actually. I'm very surprised that he lived. Oh, okay. HUD program for... Got you. This is how old I am. This is going to put it in perspective for you, okay? When I was young, in my mid-20s, I traveled the world and I was training technicians and hiring technicians. Thanks for the runs. We'll step out. Okay, Sand Love. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'm glad. Hopefully you got some good stuff. We got an open spot. So I traveled the world hiring technicians and training technicians how to work on equipment that mass-produced high-speed VHS cassettes. Yep, VHS cassettes. I bet you there's kids today that haven't even seen them, bro. Okay, we're full. But yeah, that's what I did for years and years and years and years. It was a big deal back then when they did like 9 million ET VHS cassettes out the door. And I'm talking about from injection molding the cassette to putting the tape in the cassette to duplicating the movie into the cassette to sleeving it to shrink wrapping it to carton container. Oh my God, that should tell you something about my age right there. That industry, I knew everything about it. I was good at it. Yeah, I traveled the world. I mean, I literally traveled the world. We would build facilities. We would hire 3,000 people. I would train them how to work on the equipment, and then I would leave and go to the next spot. A lot of Asian countries, a lot of European countries, Mexico. Then we graduated to DVD. So then I had to go back to all those same places. And so, replace the equipment, new training, oh yeah, dude. Oh, that was weird. Darrell just took a whole lot of hitting for nothing. Very weird. Watching chat. That was my bad. Betamax for life, right? My name's about kids finding VHS tapes, asking what they are. I mean, dude, honestly, my kids would have no clue right now. But yeah, I spent a lot of years in that industry. Midnight, thank you for the follow. I learned to speak a lot of different languages, going to all these countries and training people, like Sadahana, make Jew, buy one beer. That was Korean.
There's that.
Yeah. Traveled all over. Wolpack, thank you for the follow. But I didn't finish my career off in that industry, obviously, because it just died. We're on VHS, yeah. Still have about 100 VHS tapes. See? And those are starting to become worth some money if you hang on to those for your grandkids. The problem right now is finding a player, and the players are outrageous in some places just to play a VHS tape. Now you've got this new industry that's emerged that they'll take your VHS tapes and they'll transfer them to digital for you.
I must wait on
Oh, you still have your VCR. That's even awesome, bro. Gosh, I haven't seen a VCR for so long, man. That's weird why he's taking so long right there. I don't know. That's crazy. Special shelf for Disney movies. Yeah, see? I'm telling you. VHS was a thing. It was a thing. And then that industry died, and I went more into management for a lot of years. Got tired of that. Wanted to get back out in the field. And then I did a super early retire. Okay, this was like a long time ago, like in my 50s, a long time ago, I should say that, but probably 8 years ago, I did a super early retire and retired. And a company that does electric vehicles that do EV chargers found me somehow. I don't know, on LinkedIn or somewhere, and contacted me and asked me if I wanted to go work for them. And I said, I'm retired. I'm pretty happy retired. Then they made me an offer that was like very hard to say no to. And I absolutely loved that job. It was so fun doing EV chargers. It was a blast. I liked it a lot. And then my boss changed, and I couldn't deal with the person very well. They didn't like me. I didn't like them. We were pretty open about it, and it was just a daily strife to have to work. So I retired. I used to tell all my buddies, though, that if you got kids and they're looking for an industry to get into, EV chargers is a very simple industry to learn. It pays really, really, really good. The work is not hard. Godfather, the second tape was in black and white. Yeah, well, the duplication facility, you can blame them for that. My whole thing was to make the tape, to make the cassette from injection machine to assembled, have the tape in it, and have it delivered to duplication high speed. They duplicate it high speed, then it comes back out onto a conveyor and goes out. It got sleeved and it got cartoned and out the door it went. So yeah, there was a lot of October 8th. Well, the next season's actually October 7th. It's actually Monday night. You can download it if you're in California at 4 p.m. and you can download it if you're in Florida at 7 p.m. It's actually the 7th is the release date of. They told you the 8th. They've been saying the 8th, but they actually let out a little secret that it's actually going to be available Monday night. Europe can only get it on the 8th. I think it's at like midnight or 1 a.m. in Europe. But yeah, for America, it is Monday night. Now, I can guarantee you that the servers, they're going to be queued forever to be able to play. But if you get lucky, you could get some game time in on Monday night. The Campfire Chat, you can go watch it on YouTube. And we do have a position open, guys. If somebody wants to join, we do have an opening. Let me make sure I got all friends approved. I do. Okay. Oh, well, wait. They went to cash in. Let me go do that too. Yeah, be kind and rewind. That's exactly it. Yeah, people sold separate rewind machines. Yep. Squishy, you're in. Yep. VHS was thing of the past for sure. How many times VCRs ate the tape, and oh my god. But yeah, that's where my industry was in VHS tape. We went from as far as injection machines making it to a high-speed assembly of it, putting all the pieces together, then high-speed welding it together. Then it would ship. All it had was the leader tape in it. So then it would ship to the duplication department through high-speed conveyors, and they would load the duplicated tape right into it, and out the door that sucker went. It got sleeved and in a carton and gone. It was a pretty fast operation, I remember, and it was huge back then. We had facilities all over America. Then we had them in Korea, Denmark, Germany, Mexico. Arkansas was a big place where we had quite a big facility. At that time, in 1988, it was maybe 1989. It was considered the biggest facility in America. It was a monster because Bill Clinton gave them such a deal that they couldn't say no. Oh, I started it. He just left. Whoops. done that, I guess.
I must wait a
All right, NVIDIA, have a great day, afternoon, morning, whatever it is for you. Have a good one.
I must wait a
He has splicing blanks. Yeah. Yeah, VHS tapes really were something else, weren't they? It's like the old dial telephones, you know? I mean, there was a big thing on, I forget what social network it was, but those kids were exposed to it and they didn't know what it was. They had no idea. Turtle, he worked in the injection molding. Yeah, I did a lot of injection molding work. I also did a lot of extrusion molding over at a different company that what they were making was those great big huge round, you see them gray, sometimes black, monstrous pipes, corrugated pipe to go in the ground. I worked for a company that did those quite a bit, and that extrusion machines were pretty cool. I was pretty impressed with those as well. My forte really was programmable logic controls. So a lot of those machines use that. And so that's kind of where I came into, fit into it, to be honest. Oh, but you got to remember, Chaos, what you're forgetting is hit point scale up for the boss for each character. So for each person in your group, the hit points on the boss scale up. He will not be 1, 2, 3 down like it is in solo. In solo, he's 1, 2, 3 gone. I've actually ran different tests here to show people, and we've got videos out showing that with a party of 4, his hit points are greater. He's not doing any more damage. He's just got more hit points. So he's still going to burn down. It's just going to take longer for him to burn down than it would be if you're solo. Solo is super fast. And this is not uncommon for him to go to the second phase, especially when, you know, we've got, you know, a person that's still not even 100 yet. So, I mean, this is pretty common for this boss. And it's every boss. Every boss scales up for every party member you have. Their hit points multiply. So, oh, that's 2 drops in a row right there.
I cannot carry anymore.
The world boss timer is for the world boss, which, let me see if it can show if it's even active right now. World boss is 41 seconds away. So the world boss is, where is he? He's right up here. There you go. But that's what that timer's for. Okay, so we got the crest. Break it.
Come back if you need the forge.
Yeah, I mindlessly break everything unless it's a GA mythic, because all of my alts, everybody's geared. Everybody's doing endgame. I don't need nothing. I'm just breaking. My YouTube page, you'll see there's a video of me running Durrell solo, and he's dead in like 3 seconds, maybe less. And then there's a video of me running with a party, and he makes it to the second phase. And in some cases, we killed him in the first, right at the end of the first phase. So it's not uncommon because he is scaled up his hit points. That's why I always tell people, don't be intimidated, don't be worried. He's way easy solo. Way. He's easy actually as a carry. It's just, he just takes a hair longer, that's all. Okay, wait, let's go to town. We'll go to town. Yeah, even the regular mobs, yeah, scale. Like, especially like Infernal Horde, that's where I have the hardest time keeping people alive. Like if you come in there under a level 100, if you're at 99, they just pounce on you immediately as soon as I start it, and then you're dead the entire thing. And when it's a party of 4 and 2 of you are dead, which has happened to us on the live stream, 2 party members were dead, and me and Turnpike actually carried it through all 8 waves or 9 waves, whatever it was. But it took forever because it's just, you know, it's just they're scaled up. It just took way more hits to kill them. It was crazy. It was the most inefficient, not inefficient, it's not a word, inefficient run I ever did. And we didn't do any more after that.
I must wait on. I'm not ready.
Silent, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. JR, thank you for the follow. I missed that. Okay. All right. Somebody's got a couple more runs they can do, and then they got to run. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do it. We can 3-man it, especially if somebody's got to be leaving soon. Oh crap! They just left. Well, now we're 2-manning it.
I must wait on.
We scaled for 4. We'll 2-man it. It'll be all right. It's just a matter of more hits, is all.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
There we go. Yeah, I run these when an opening comes. You can definitely join. It's Made Biker 1605. Made Biker pound 1605. Yeah. Yeah, Turtle, they don't. Blizzard doesn't have any. Blizzard can't write algorithms either. They'll tell you they can, but you can go all the way back to World of Warcraft days and see that Blizzard does not know how to write algorithms at all. They're the worst. It's not even an algorithm. They just make it random and then they tell you it's an algorithm. That's exactly what they seem to do every time. But I'm a big Blizzard critic. I ain't gonna lie. So I buy it. So I mean, I can't complain. I can't complain, but it doesn't mean shit because I buy the game. So that's what I can say, I guess. Oh, I'm out of shards. All right, well, we're done here anyway, guys. Yeah, we're done here now anyway. So, no. Well, you can drop them in. You can go ahead and drop them in if you want to do one more. It's fine. I try not to use other people's mats because I want you to use them for others, but since we're here, yeah, I see no. Oh, someone else did. But that wasn't Torment. That was regular right there. Yeah. I don't think. Oh, I dropped them in again? What happened here? This one's Torment. Okay, this one's Torment.
I'm not ready yet.
Ooh, where'd he go? I'm not watching. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go back to town. Perfect. You're gonna take off. I have to go back to town and get more mats. I gotta come back to get this stuff. Hang on. He just left. Hang on. It's not. We don't have a spot yet. It's just opening up here soon. Yeah, hang on, Brogo. Hang on. It's not ready yet. It's still full. I know you can't see it. Oh, now send it. Now send it. Send it now. He just left. There you go. Okay. So let's see where we're gonna go next. Let me look at my mats here. Oh crap. And let's see what we got. We got Gory, we already did. Marshawn, Lord Zir, we did. And Durrell, we did. I mean, do you guys have a choice what you want to do? Hello, Sniper. Hello from Spain. Chaos. Good to see you. Yeah, no, I can't try to solo run anything with us. I mean, the group is full now. All right, so let's go do. Let me see what you guys are all leveled at. 97. You should be able to be okay. Let's go do some Beast in the Ice. All right. Let's go get that all used up. Let's go here. So the Beast in the Ice, let me mark it for you so you can see it, is right there. All right. Yeah, you mean if we have space open, yeah, sure. I mean, but solo on it with a party of 4 is not going to be a good comparison for you because, I mean, honestly, the boss has got way more hit points when it's a party of 4. But I mean, I guess it'll show you if you can do it or not. But I always tell people, if you want to do torment bosses, the best place to go to start is Lord Zir. I think he's a pretty simple boss for the most part. Okay, here we go. And you're already bored at level 70. I think a lot of the game mechanics are very boring. But I also will say that's true with almost every freaking game. They're all grinds now, all of them. That's the whole game developers thing they do now. That's just it. Okay, so this fight's pretty basic. He's gonna appear here, he's gonna go up in the air, he's gonna come down, he's gonna try to splat on us, he's gonna throw some stuff on the floor, like wind shear kind of thing. If we burn him down fast enough, we can prevent him from doing that, but we didn't. So, okay, now he's gonna go up. Wind shear's coming through. He's gonna throw some ads. There you go. He's a lot easier solo, trust me. It's just, it looks hard. That was what I was worried about right there, Hayden. I was worried that maybe his mechanics were going to get you. We'll try another one and see. I just don't want you to have to die because that sucks for you. Yeah, I've only done Lilith once every season. I don't usually do Lilith, honestly. There's really no reason to do Lilith, unless it's just that you want the if you want the credit of saying the achievement, because Lilith doesn't give you squat. But I mean, if you want the achievement for doing Lilith, then I get it. But yeah, I think Lilith is a waste of time. My opinion, Lilith is a big waste of time, which is stupid that Blizzard made it that way. Because there really is no incentive to do Lilith. After you've done it once, it's kind of like, okay. Which is sad, because that should be the one place where like super great stuff drops, but... Alright, so we're waiting on Grogo. Yeah, the first time you kill Lilith, that's the easiest spark to get. But yep, that's exactly right. First time you kill Lilith, you get the spark. After that, it's kind of worthless. Basto, thank you for the follow. Kaz, thank you for the follow. Bear, thank you for the follow. This guy was dropping a lot of mythics yesterday, so... Oh, I'm sorry. No, the day before. Yeah, we're full, Isa. Sorry. I think Lord Zir is easier than the Beast, though. Lord Zir is just such a simple boss.
My bags are full.
Strong, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is... I don't know if I would call this the Doomstorm build, because the Doomstorm build, the real one by Ace of Spades, I think sucks. That's just me. The original Doomstorm build that Ace of Spades did, I hated it. I really did. I just couldn't stand it. It's a landslide build that's got a whole lot of modifications to it. Let me say that. You know, it's been a work in progress that now is just ass kicking, but it wasn't always, honestly. But I mean, same is true with my light spear sorcerer and my barbarian, my whirlwind twister barb, and my garage rogue. They're all works in progress every time. Alright, so now he's gonna throw the ads. Now he's gonna come back down again. Watch where you're standing in here. That's it. So only his hit points go up. He doesn't do any more damage. Party of 4, his hit points go up pretty good. Sometimes you can get lucky and interrupt his mechanics and get a lot of damage on him right away. And other times he's just going to hang out there and he's going to go through all that stupid mechanics that he just did. I think one of the big things that people forget... Yeah, you're right. The Beast has less hit points, but he's got mechanics that can sometimes frustrate people. Absolutely. I agree with you there. He does have less hit points. I mean, less hit points than Zir. Let's go. Stuff will still be here when Brogo jumps in. This is a little bit tougher on us, but it's still pretty easy. Yeah, but I think the one thing that people always forget, Chaos, is, and I tell them this, I've been talking about it a lot, is, for example, as you level your guy up, if you put on Tyrael's Might, you should be going back to your Paragon board and doing a search for resistance and taking out all those resistance points and moving them to where they'd be better suited. The same is true with armor as you start masterworking your gear. The same is true with potion healing. All of those points are in life. All of those points are in your Paragon board are used primarily to get you where you're at, to get you to where you are. Now, once you start getting masterworked and you start getting the right gear on, a lot of those points you can start moving around again, and it makes a big difference. People don't get it, and I did a big stream the other day showing people the difference, and you know, it's amazing that you. The problem is like with cookie cutter builds, they don't tell you that. They don't tell you to go back and do that. They just assume you know, and a lot of people don't. Oh, you gotta be kidding. He got to the second phase. I really didn't think he was gonna make it. He did.
I must wait a minute.
There he goes. Now tomorrow we're going to be doing that game from Notorious Studios that they contacted me and asked me to do, and it's alpha state right now. And we're going to be streaming that tomorrow, and I'm going to have Steam keys for other people that may want to check it out. So we'll see. I don't know a lot about it. To be honest with you, all I've seen was their media kit that they sent me, asking me to do it. So we'll see. Hopefully it's going to be worth my while. I thought it looked pretty interesting. Notorious Studios is made up of ex-developers from World of Warcraft. So and just looking at the little bit they sent me, it's very, very World of Warcraft looking. But it had like you could build your own forts and you could do certain other things that I had not seen before. And I was pretty interested. The name of the game is Legacy, Steel and Sorcery. It's on Steam right now. And it's like I said, they contacted me and a few other streamers and asked us if we would do it. I actually turned them down to begin with. I turned down all the games, honestly, because usually if you say yes, the next thing they want to do is they want to send you an NDA, and I'm not going to sign an NDA. I'm not going to agree to an NDA. I'm not doing an NDA. Just I ain't doing it. And so I always just say no. The last one I said no to was Dwarven Realms. Actually, I just take that back. I just got contacted yesterday by a new truck simulator game that asked me if I would be interested in it. I said no. So this game, Legacy, said I did not have to sign an NDA. And they probably sensed why I was saying no, because I know they knew a lot about me. They've been following me. And immediately when I said no, they came back and said no NDA, and we'll give you Steam keys for your followers. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do it. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's a fun game. We'll see. This build guide is the D4. The build that I'm using, well, I mean, it's changed a lot, but I don't have one for this specific. I can tell you that this is what I use right here, but it's been modified greatly by me. So, but that's the base. But the biggest changes that I've made to this build is, first of all, I use Cataclysm. I don't use Petrify. And secondly, I use the Doombringer. And I use Doombringer here and a piece over here that I can get cooldown reduction on. So that's kind of the changes. And there are some Paragon board changes I've made too. The Kmart Doomstorm build, yeah. I mean, it is a basic landslide build, really, but I've modified it to work to do what I wanted it to do, and I think it does it super well. Could I squeeze more damage out of it? Absolutely, I could. I could squeeze a lot of different things out of it, probably, but it's been perfect for me. My Lightning Spear Sorcerer is the same way. It's not exactly a cookie cutter build, but it does exactly what I want it to do. Is that Call of the Ancients I see there? I got a Whirlwind Twister Barb that I really like a lot.
I'm not ready yet.
Alright, now he's gonna throw his ads down. Now he's gonna come down with some more crap.
I must wait.
Be careful about standing out in there. There you go. Good job. Oh, well, as soon as I said that.
I must wait.
That was my fault. I thought he was already dead. I started going to chat screens. My fault. My bad. Normally when I do my own builds, those guys that have been with me for a long time, they've watched, I'll redo the Paragon board in fits, like 7, 8 times, just trying to find why I'm missing what I'm missing and what I'm trying. And I can be a little bit crazy about it, for sure. All right. Modest got the Doombringer. Awesome. That's been dropping a lot. Doombringer has been dropping a lot. So, Brogo, Jeffrey, you're the newest member in the group. I think you and Squishy. Which have you gotten Mythic yet? I hope. I hope. Here we go. Awesome, dude. That's what I love, man. That's what I like hearing. I know the season's almost done. I know all that, but trust me, you're going to enjoy playing the game so much better when you have the right gear. It just makes a difference. I started this 6 weeks ago, guys. I do this every season, okay? I leave middle of the season and I go play Path of Exile's new season. And I usually will go check out maybe a couple other games. This season it was Once Human, Path of Exile, King's March season, and we did First Descendants. Then we came back and started doing these runs for people about 6 weeks ago. And I would say that at this point, we've probably leveled approximately 100 people. And I've watched. Those guys have been out there helping others like crazy. I love it. All right, here we go. Die or is he coming back? Oh yeah, he died. Okay. Sometimes you catch him right at that end there and you don't know if he's coming back or if he's dead. He can get through it. He got through it. I saw it right when that little delay happened there. I would love to complete Andario or Durrell. Got you, got you. All right. Okay. Let me pick up this gear. Let me see how many mats I still have left for this dude. Let me do this. Let's do this. And Dario is going to be tough to keep. Hate him alive. He's probably going to hate that place. I'm going to grab enough mats that we can at least go get it so you can get your season completed, though. All right. That'll at least get the season completed for you. And what was the other one? Oh, you said Durrell. Yeah, we just ended Durrell. We just got done there. Let's grab some more Durrell mats then. That way you can get the season completed with those. Let me go back here. All right, so let's do this, everybody, because he made a good point. We're going to do a quick little jump here. Let's jump over to, let's do Andy. Let's do Andy and Dario here. Okay, so let's go there. Some of you other people may need it too, not just Jeffrey. So this is perfect. So let's go over here and we will, let's do this.
Time to do that.
And then real quick, I'm going to explain you the Andario fight. His mechanic cannot be interrupted until, well, sometimes you can get lucky and interrupt it right at the end of his phase 1, but most of the time you're going to interrupt it during phase 2. You must be wearing some pretty good gear though, because I see you've been doing pretty well for being under level 100. In here though, it might suck for you a little bit. It really might. I'm just not gonna lie. So here's the deal, guys. He's gonna pop up right here in the middle, right? He's gonna then, when we burn him down, no matter how hard we hit him or how much we do, it's not gonna matter because he's gonna throw up 4 little one in each one of these corners, totem kind of things, right? That you then have to burn those down. Then he's going to pop up in the middle again. You're going to want to try to kill him right there, because that phase we can interrupt. If not, he's going to do the same thing again. There's going to be this big swash of red going around and another one going this way of fire. So be careful. If you're in it, you're dead. All right, let's go. It's best to just show you and do it. So here we go. Okay, so now take down the little ads over here in each corner. Now take him back down. Logo got stuck in the middle there. That's a bad place to stand. It is that middle, but that's okay. This is how you're learning. This is how you're going to learn to fight. This is how you're going to learn it. It's okay. It's okay. See, I almost made the same mistake and stood in the middle. I'm trying to watch where you guys are, so. There we go. Okay, so now you got to see the fight. All right, now you understand what's going to happen. It won't let me click you for some reason. This mechanic kills a lot of people, especially if you're just under, if you're not really geared up for it yet, it'll drop you. Vroom is asking if anybody wants to help level a level 63 rogue up. I'll tell you the quickest way, Vroom, is go right into Infernal Hordes, man. Just run them over and over. As boring as it is, you'll see your XP bar your XP bar is just going to shoot. I am full right now, yes. All right, so now that you saw the fight, let's try it again. I mean, I know it's we won't stay here. I just want to get you your achievement you were saying that you needed to get the season done. So you saw the fight now. This fight, it's not a hard fight. It's just you got to know where to stand. Don't stand in the center here. Don't stand here, and then watch that fire going around is really all you want to be careful about. All right, and you'll see it. It's going to circle around. Try to run ahead of it or run behind it. All right, here we go. Also, if your resistances aren't quite ready, this place will really hurt you too. I started it without Brogo here. That was not smart of me. Apologize.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet.
Oh, I thought we had him right there. That was crazy. Sometimes it's just hard to tell if you're going to get him down or not before he goes into that. So
I'm not ready yet.
that's not good. So you can see he scales up, and when we lose 2 members like this, it makes it just a long, tedious fight. Okay, we're gonna leave here. I wanted you to get it done so you can say you did it. I don't know why for clicking on you is hard, bro. I don't know why. So there you've got, there you have Andariel done. Now we're going to go to the other one you said was Durrell. So now we're going to go to Durrell, all right? Durrell is right here. We're going to go there next, okay? And this way you'll have all the stuff you needed to get your season, I think it's the season journey you're looking at getting done, maybe. I don't know. But let me just get this first cashed out. Okay, I guess I'm full.
That looks worn. I can fix it.
All right, so now we're gonna go do Durrell. This will get you all your season stuff done or whatever it is you need. Now Durrell is a much easier fight that I can keep you alive in.
I need more time.
His mechanic is very simple. Okay, so here's the deal with this fight. Once we get in here, I'll show you. Because there is a very specific thing you're going to want to do if your armor is lower than 9,300, or if your resistances are low. I'm going to show you exactly what you're going to want to do. Yeah, they have mounts now, Rosie. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. When we spawn, when I hit him, he's going to come over here. He's going to spawn right here, right? And then after that, we probably won't burn him down quick enough. So phase 2 will come and he's going to go underground. If you are below 9,300 gear armor, you want to hug the wall. Wait for everything to pop up, then run in and kill him. He's going to do that in between every phase. So you won't die if you're hugging a wall most of the time. If you're out here in the middle and he pops up, you might die. Well, we should be able to burn him down fairly quick here. Let's see. No, he's going to make it. Never mind. So again, he scales up for each party member. He's not this tough. Now you want to hug the wall. If your armor is below 9,300, hug the wall. Anywhere on the wall, hug it. Boom, there they go. Good job, everybody. Good job. job. Perfect. You guys did great. So there you go. Now you've got this. Let's go ahead and run it one more time while we're here because I have the mats on me. So let's go ahead and do it again. All right. Always the same. Just going to pop over here. He's just slug and kill. Just slam him as hard as you can. If you've seen my videos on YouTube, you see that if you're solo, this is 3 seconds or less. When you're a party of 4, it's more for sure. But he's not doing any more damage. He just has more hit points, that's all. He's just gonna last longer. Now, Jeffrey. Now you should have everything that you needed, Jeffrey, right there, I hope. Yeah, but if you came from D3, I don't think D3 had mounts, did it? D4 has always had mounts, yes. But you had to be over a certain level at the beginning to get it and all that stuff. So if you didn't play it for long, then you wouldn't have seen them. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought D3 didn't have mounts. So if the last time you played Diablo was D3, yeah, for sure you didn't see mounts. And if you started playing this Diablo 4, but you never leveled and made it through the campaign and stuff, your first character, you may never have seen mounts because you may not have unlocked it yet.
I'm not ready.
That was a really weird delay right there. That was major lag for everybody, it looked like. There you go. Where else would you guys like to go? I mean, there we did Durrell, we did Andario, we've done all the bosses. I mean, is there anything else? Got 4 mythics Jeffrey did. That is incredibly good, bro. I'm so happy to hear that. I am very happy to hear that. That's awesome, man. So I think, guys, what we're going to do is I'm going to end the stream here. We're going to go ahead and end this. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and call it. I've already taken one break for the dog, and I can see the dog is needing another one. So I'm like, let's just go ahead and get this done with. All right, you guys, take care, be safe. Again, tomorrow's stream is probably going to start an hour later at noon Eastern time because of the fact of this new game coming. You're welcome, everybody. You're welcome. I will be again tomorrow. We'll see you all. Until then, be safe, be kind, and please take care. Adios, everybody. Adios.